How are you guys doing tonight? Listen, welcome to another episode of Healthy Living and Wine. I'm your host, JQue, and as you know, this podcast is where conversation, culture, connection, they meet with intention over a glass of wine, right? Tonight's theme centers on journey. That's right, journey. The kind that you build through dedication, creativity, risk, and vision. First, let's take a moment. Thank you. A huge shout out to our partners and our sponsors for tonight's episode. The 4 Phases of R&B, Côte de Femme, Mocktails for Mommy, Black Umbrella. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support of the conversation and the culture. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the housekeeping rules. First of all, grab your glass, right? If there's anything that's happening tonight that you want to dive into, please like, share, and comment. It is your feedback that helps to make us grow. I'd love to hear your questions, your comments. I'd love your feedback. So before we get started, though, I want to bring you into the conversation immediately. When you think about your personal journey, that's right. When you think about your personal journey, what is the one word that describes your season that you're in right now? Is it rebuilding? Is it refining? Is it rising? Drop the one word in the comment because, again, I'd love to hear how you're moving through life right now. All right, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. Yeah. We're going to shift into tonight's conversation. So tonight I am joined by someone whose journey reflects great discipline, curiosity, a real commitment to his craft, y'all. And when I say a commitment to his craft, like everything that he has done in his life is shaping him into the superstar that he is today. Many of you know him as DJPrimetime256. That's right. I hope I did that right. I totally practiced it. Yes, tonight I had the infamous, most marvelous, splendid, totally brilliant DJ Primetime 256. Tonight, though, it's about the person behind the 256, right? Tonight, it's about Elijah Smith. His story carries him, his roots, his growth, his intention. And I am so grateful to have him in the building, in front of the camera, and on the mic tonight. You won't see his bio because here at Healthy Living and Wine, we do not believe in titles and resumes. And his accomplishments, they really speak for themselves. What we really want to do, though, is we want to get to know the person behind the titles. And tonight we begin with the story and the journey of Elijah Smith. So Elijah, prime time! Yeah! Oh, crap. Where's my wine? Oh, right in the chair. What up?
We got a toast.
Bring it, baby. Bring it.
So, hey, you did a really good job.
I did. Okay.
Yeah. Now, we got to do it together.
Okay.
So, DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256.
That's right.
Don't forget the 256. All right. DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. You're crazy. I love it.
DJ, Primetime, 256, Elijah. I want to step directly into your story.
Okay.
Right? I mean, every creative story has a beginning, right? And yours, it doesn't start on the stage, though.
Right.
And it definitely didn't start behind the turntables, right? I hear you were influenced by your environment, the responsibility, the desire to shape the meaning of your life. But how does it go? Tell me where it really, really started. The DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. Where did it start?
DJ Primetime 256. Well, Elijah started at the Sunshine Band in the church. Watch out. You feel me? The Sunshine Band in the church. That's where Elijah Smith started.
Okay.
I got my start there because my mama, just like every other black mama, would turn around and throw you in front of your aunties,
Yeah.
uncles, and them, and be like, "Boy, do what you did yesterday."
Yeah, and
then
listen,
you
I
better
can
do the same thing on
confirm.
Sunday.
I can confirm his mama is just like that.
Yeah, she
She don't play.
In a heartbeat. Yeah.
Right?
Now, I say when it comes to DJPrimetime256, that came from I was at prom. I was out there dancing, doing my little shindig, and all of a sudden on the mic I heard, well, I was lean, wet back. I was getting it, right? And they said, "Hey, who wants to be an intern at the radio station?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm about to be famous."
Oh, see? I told you he was a superstar.
And I wasn't. They made me carry everybody crates and records and plug up every plug and cable. I was like, "Is this part of the system? Ooh, what is this? What is this going on? What's going on?"
You had to carry stuff.
I had to carry everybody's equipment.
Oh,
I didn't get to play anything.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
He had to break into the industry just like the rest of us
Just
by
like
doing
everybody
shit.
else. Yeah. What? You gonna tell me there wasn't a quick fix to this?
There's not a quick fix to any journey though, right?
Nah, facts.
Right.
Facts.
So you started out, you started carrying everybody's shit because you wanted to be a superstar, really, and then you found out you had to do some grunge work.
Found out I had to do some grunge work. But the whole thing was grunge work because understanding how to DJ starts from exactly the grunge work.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
If you don't know how to plug the equipment into the wall, you don't know the first step about DJing because it starts from the power, starts from the outlet. So it starts from the grunge work.
Right. Back in the day, when you think about it and you look back and you think about the grunge work and the question that they asked you, did you want to be a DJ? Did you correlate that initially with understanding what the grunge work was going to do, or did it take you a while?
Well, so I was never asked if I wanted to be a DJ. It was kind of a thing that came. Like, I was just interning. So I was just at the radio station trying to figure out life, and I was interested in DJing. So I hung out with the DJs.
Okay.
But in order for me to get into the club, they had to set up their equipment. Because
Ooh.
I wasn't old enough to get in.
It was a tit for tat, like do this and get that.
So I used to go to their house, bring the equipment, like load it up into their vehicles, go to the club, set it up in the club, like make sure the sound worked, like the whole nine. So it wasn't like, "Hey man, you want to be a DJ? Come on." It was
Okay.
something I sought after.
When did you really know that it was the DJ? Because you said it was the radio situation. So when did you really know that the DJing, the love for music, the mixing and mastering and the spinning and all the knowledge and your heartfelt connection to music really happened? How did that come about?
That came about when I was at the green room.
Okay.
And I was DJing. Well, I got there early, and they always used to hold the door, so it looked like it was packed, and all the ladies be outside. You feel me?
Okay.
And then the walls of the club would be flexing. Okay. And it'd be emptied in a mug. That'd be me and the bartenders in there rocking. So what my mentors used to tell me was it didn't matter who was in the venue.
Okay.
Right? The overall goal was whether they worked there or not, whether it was a client, whatever the case was, is get their head bobbing.
Oh, that's true.
And that's all I was looking for. I was looking for a head bob. And I was like, oh, snap. The head bob went from 5 minutes to 30 minutes. Then all of a sudden the doors open. They let people in the club. And they just let me keep playing. And I was like, oh.
Oh my God, no.
They about to let your boy
Like
blow it.
literally they just let you keep playing.
Yeah, they let me keep playing. Off smooth 35 minutes. Because it was like, young man, don't get big-headed. Move.
Oh my God. You know, it's funny you say that because, based on research and study, the National Endowment of the Arts shows that early creative engagement, interning, discovering who you are, it kind of serves as part of our purpose when our work in our adult life ends up being a creative style work. So with that understanding of how being a creative has to also not necessarily just be a talent or personality, it does have to be developed, right? The work, the interning, all the things that you were doing help to expose you. Do you feel like your part of your foundation kind of still influences now how you show up?
Oh, yeah. Everything that I've went through influences the individual I am now 100%. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything was a lesson. And the craziest thing is the worst things that I've been through are the best lessons I've learned for when I actually had to go through it at the right level. Right? So understanding, I didn't understand when I was going through it at the time I was going through it, what I was going through for, it just sucked.
Ooh.
And then when I went through it at the next level, I was like, oh, snap.
Ooh.
But y'all can't get to me because I already went through this.
Ooh, it's kind of powerful because we don't always see in the moment how what we're doing right now prepares us for what we're going to be doing.
Facts.
Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, everything you do in your life, and most of the time, even from my experience, whatever I'm going through, I cannot see how much benefit it's going to be for me in the future. In that moment, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But it kind of always prepares us and sets us up for the future, right?
But it's supposed to, though. You got to go through something.
You got to go through something.
Talk too much. Nah.
Okay.
You can't have a testimony without having a test first. You feel me?
On
You know what I'm saying? You got to go through something
On facts.
You know, and you got to go through something first. And then when you go through it and you see when you see it through to the other side, you see what the value of it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the biggest thing is, for me, is the give back. Understanding that, hey, this is the lesson that I've learned, and you can teach somebody else, and they don't have to go through the same exact thing.
Yep. Facts on facts.
Yeah.
With your experience, especially with it being in music, learning rhythms, understanding mixing and how music really, makes people flow. Did you have to learn the aspect of the music, or was that something that you were already connected to?
So, I like to make this very clear. What camera do I need?
It don't matter. We all connected to
both
all
of
of them. Both of them.
Hey, let me tell you, I actually have no rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
I can attest to that most days.
I be a smooth 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then when I get really good, I be like a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a But I feel the music really well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel the music really well. So, I don't have any rhythm. So, I can't.
Well, you do, though, because your rhythmic impression, it shows. Listen, dude, I know what you sound like when you mixing and spinning. You're deciding what's on the playlist.
I'm feeling the music, though. So I will say, regardless if you have the rhythm or not, feeling the music is something different. And then next thing I know, I'm on beat, and I'll be like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
And then I think about it, and I'm like, oh, there goes the beat. So, hey, you don't have to have the most rhythm in the world to be a DJ. You just got to...
Just kind of count and snap.
There it goes. I lost it.
You lost the rhythm already?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I took a couple DJ classes.
Okay.
Every now and then, and I always kind of wanted to be able to mix and scratch and blend a song in. And so thank God for AI and for blending tools. Right?
What?
Because I did not grow up like you do. I did not intern. I didn't know how to flip a record or any of that kind of stuff. But thank God for AI and digi-tools.
Oh, man. But one thing AI can't do, though?
Yeah.
AI will never bring the feeling.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
AI will never be able to read the room. And, yeah, that's one thing that, I love that I was taught is how to read the room, the individual. You can't come in there with a set list. Right, you literally come in there trying, you have to read the people in the room. You're reading the age group. You're reading the demographic.
Mm-hmm.
You're, man, yeah. Man, play Glorilla and everybody in that thing, 65 years old, they're going to look at you like you're sideways. Now, you play Aretha, boy.
That's different.
Watch out.
You push play on Aretha, it don't matter. Right?
Just reading the room. You got to read the room.
I don't think it matters when you push play on certain songs. And let me give you an example of that when I ask that question. Sometimes let me give you in my own journey, becoming an entrepreneur, a full-time entrepreneur during the season of my life that I really wanted to become a full-time entrepreneur. Because of my foundation kept me stuck of not doing it because I was raised that, it's okay to have entrepreneurial journeys, but you can't sustain yourself on that. Yeah. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So I was stuck, not because I didn't believe it, but just because I felt like my foundation, it was so good. I was having such a great moment in this life right here. I had all the things that I wanted and things were moving smoothly. And I knew if I launched into full entrepreneurship, which was my dream, I would have to sacrifice a lot of stuff in the becoming of an entrepreneur full time. But it was based on the thing that had me stuck so long was the foundation that I grew up understanding about what full entrepreneurship meant I would have to sacrifice.
So I got a question for you.
Ask me.
do you feel like you travel a lot?
I do.
Do you feel like your travel helped you out in that? Like
Most
getting
definitely.
out of the environment and understanding like different elements and different cultures?
Definitely. Most definitely. And even now, I travel to keep that part of my soul on fire so that I don't continue to get stuck in those foundational things. They're great. You know, they're great. You build a house on a foundation. If you have a great foundation, you can change that house as many times as you want. You can go in and build a bathroom. You can take a wall out. You can add a room. You can do this and the other. But if you don't have a good foundation, then everything is going to be messed up. But also, you may have that foundation. I know people who never change their house for the whole time that they're there. They don't change their furniture. They don't change a pillow. They don't change their pots. I change my own home around, move the furniture, replace it just about every 3 months because I need that change in order to keep my fire sparked. Some people aren't like that. So with you, is your foundation keep you comfortable in your becoming, or are you one of those persons in the becoming? Do you need something to keep becoming?
No, I'm self-motivated, and then like I said, I'm motivated by other people's doubt. But I would say in becoming was understanding who I was, regardless of what everybody else said about me. And I think that was the hardest part, because in your environment, as you're growing up and becoming yourself, you are influenced by everyone around you. You know, so you do value other people's opinion, but in becoming who you are in yourself, you have to find out exactly what you want to do, but then block out all the outside noise and realize it's your vision. And that was hard for me, trying to understand, like, hey, things that I'm doing now, people literally told me that I'm not supposed to do it, but I feel like it was me though.
Right, it was what you
wanted. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you want to be a chef, be that chef.
Facts on
I make
facts.
a mean ass bowl of ramen noodles. You feel me? 3 minutes, and then you put the seasoning in afterwards, and then you drain the water.
I cannot wait to get my
watching
gourmet.
Out your sodium levels.
Gourmet ramen noodles out the package. Wow! When can I come over for dinner, Robin?
I'm telling you. Hey, don't get it twisted. I got you.
Okay, I can't wait to have Robin's interview and hear about the gourmet noodles.
I mean, I chef it up once. I can't say twice. Once, yes.
Was there anything in the making and getting and becoming of the moment that you're about to experience here shortly that scared you?
Everything.
What? What do you mean? Come on. You are not a scary type.
Yeah.
Don't forget to 256.
Yeah.
I'm going everywhere.
But it's when, like, it's the doubt. Like, when other people tell you, regardless of where you're at, I don't care. I guarantee you, Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, everybody that got Oprah Winfrey have people that tell them to this day, like, I don't think you should do that.
Yeah, I mean, I had somebody tell me yesterday.
Yeah, right. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't look like you. That you can't do that. And that's fuck them.
I know that's right.
Again? My bad.
Don't worry. It's all right. When was the actual moment that you recognized that Elijah Smith was DJ Primetime 256? Don't forget the 256. When was that real moment?
The real moment was shout out to Reach and Teach.
Okay.
It's a nonprofit organization with some kids out there.
Okay.
And we were in I think we were in Kentucky.
Okay.
And I was on the stage. Oh my God, it was crazy. But AM high school students as well.
Okay.
And I'm on the stage and I say, I'm DJ Primetime 256, and they yell, don't forget the 256.
Okay.
But this kid is standing in the front and he's pointing at himself, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, what's up? And he pulls up his shirt and his friends pick him up. He has my name on his chest.
Like a football game name?
I was
like on the chest?
What? Like, he took off his shirt and it said DJ Primetime 2. And I was like, wow. And then, and one of the dopest moments was one of the schools, one of the kids at the schools told me the grid coordinates of Huntsville, Alabama. He gave me a bunch of numbers, longitude, latitude. And I was like, oh, shit.
Whoa.
256 to the world. This is crazy. So that was my aha moment. I was like, wow, this is real. This is crazy. Yeah.
When you think about what this moment is coming up, and we're about to dive into the 4 phases of R&B, right? This is the moment. All these years. How many years has it been since you've actually been a DJ? And when I say a DJ and I say the word license, I had somebody ask me this the other day and I was like, what the F is licensed DJ? Like, what is that?
Licensed DJ.
Yeah, I was like, what is that? A licensed DJ? I've never
no
in my
idea.
life
Yeah, I've never heard of
that.
licensed DJ.
And so he broke it down. He was like, well, is he just doing it as a hobby or as a business? And I said, ooh, that is legit. You know, and the next guest I'm going to bring on, he's going to speak from that, you know, professional side versus business side when it comes to entertainment. Because there are a lot of people out there that assume that a DJ is a hobby unless you know, working for Chris Brown or you're on tour, you know what I'm saying? Or we see you at a club. You feel me what I'm saying? It's kind of, they feel like it's a hobby career.
It can be a hobby. But it's whatever you make it. It started off as my hobby.
Right.
Right. It was my side job before it was my 9 to 5.
Okay.
Right. And then you got to turn, like everything's a hobby. Fishing's a hobby. Whatever you want to do is a hobby until you make it a real job. You got chefs at all of these restaurants. That's a hobby. Well, I make a mean ass bowl of ramen noodles. I got a restaurant.
That's a hobby. We're not. That's a hobby.
Well, true low
for real. We are not going to come to a restaurant with you making ramen noodles and DJing.
You heard of nothing but noodles?
Well, wait a minute.
Hey, you
right.
feel me?
We right.
That was somebody's hobby that turned into a restaurant.
Okay.
And now they multi-millionaire.
I can get with it.
You feel me?
I feel you.
So you got to treat your side hustle like it's your main hustle until it becomes your main hustle. But don't forget that side hustle was your side hustle before getting your main hustle, and you got to treat both of it. So if you're working 40 hours a week at your main job, and you're working an additional 40 on your side hustle, when you get that side hustle to be your main job, you need to be working 80 hours. Like, don't forget what you got here for, right?
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
During the season of becoming.
And then invite me.
And then invite you. Okay, that's an idea. You see me, DJs and noodles. Nothing but DJs and noodles.
I feel like she judging me.
I'm not. There's no judgment.
And first and foremost, let me tell you how to chef up some noodles, right?
Oh my God.
You take the ramen noodles and you cut up some hot dogs.
Okay.
Right?
Whoa.
Come on now.
Whoa.
Come on now. I just put you on a new level.
Whoa.
On a whole nother level.
You put hot dogs in the ramen noodles?
No. You got to cut them up though. It's the chop. You got to chop them up. Because the flavor's different. Now, if you boil it, the hot dogs and the noodles are different flavor too. I don't recommend that. I make them, you put them in a plate for a minute and a half after you cut them up, and it gives you that extra salty flavor to put in with the noodles. But don't tell nobody else, because if nothing but noodles start putting hot dogs in their stuff,
we know where it came from. We know where it came from. Bringing my boy Cory on.
Good evening.
Good evening and good evening.
Good evening.
Now, while Cory joins us on the stage, let me tell you guys, you probably have seen his work. You've seen his vision. He shapes stories behind the scenes. He moves through the entertainment world with intention, and his perspective adds value, major value, layers to the nights, to the entertainments, to the moments, to those people that he represents, and the cultural aspects that he adds to the industry. I really believe that the culture is different because of what you bring. And when I'm talking about the culture, I'm not talking about black or white. I'm talking about leaders or followers in the industry of entertainment. The industry of entertainment, because your resume goes from over there to back over here to up there to around the way. Like, you have just about done almost anything we can think of when it comes to the entertainment. And if you haven't done it, you've touched it.
You know what? I was all right until you gave me that long intro. Then the more you talk, the more I was like, is she talking about me?
Well, come
now
on.
I'm nervous.
What? You know you.
But now I'm nervous.
She talking facts though.
I'm talking facts.
I appreciate it.
Think about it. Okay, I'm going to say a couple things, and you can say yes or no.
Okay.
Behind the stories, the things that you've done, you've built something, correct?
Built a few things.
Okay, and you've created.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
You've mentored.
I have.
You've guided.
I hope so.
What? You've created and connected community.
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey.
Because all of that's layers, right?
It is. It is.
So as it pertains to making a moment, which is what he's doing in this career right now with this 4 phases of R&B. Because you are a DJ and you understand how important the foundation is, how important is it on the business side of making a moment is that foundation, and how does that play a big role in being able to make a moment?
Well, the funny thing is, I think you get to the moment because you go through a lot of the things that you were talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. And I like to say you get to the point where you realize nobody's going to pay you like you are. So you get so frustrated that, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and make my own moment instead of depending on other people or arguing with folks. And I think when I was hearing you talk, Primetime, that's what I was reminded of, is that we get to that point where you start to say, it's time for me to bet on me. Yeah. You know, whether it's full-time, part-time, but you start to take those risks, you start to do those things, and you do it scared. Like you said, you learn to do it scared.
Yep.
Because it's a little frightening, you know, but you start investing in yourself and you start realizing that you start making those moments for yourself. And they start small. It's not, it doesn't start at Mars Music Hall.
That's facts.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't start there.
Right.
But a lot of it starts in a small room. I tell you a funny story. A DJ said to me, it was like a year ago. We were ending one of our Mixed Madness shows, and she looked at me and she said, "CEO, you probably never DJ to an empty room." I was like, if I had $1 for every empty room that I've DJed, every crowd I didn't have. But I get it. You look at like what we got going on now.
You don't understand the journey.
Yeah, but the journey starts in a lot of small rooms where you're just looking for that one person to dance. You just, okay, you gonna give me a little head bob? All right, I'm gonna play to that.
Right.
And then you get that person and another person, but then you start to look back over the years and you realize you just built a bunch of moments and you start to string them together. So.
You took my line.
Did I?
Man, because that's what I was
y'all
saying.
Was killing it before. I was like, they ain't even nothing for me to talk about.
The whole entire journey of life is about living or making moment to moment, right? In the business industry, though, in the business side of this entertainment, of these moments, I think a lot of people miss the mark on the moments because bringing the moment to life requires business.
It does. Otherwise, it's a lot of broke moments.
Yeah. A lot of broke moments, right?
But I mean, the business side, for me, it came from the frustration. It came from, again, nobody's going to pay me like me. So then you start to delve deep. You start to realize that it's a never-ending journey of education. Because even working with PT, no matter where we're at, like, we learn from each other. I've learned so much from that guy. Like, it's amazing. But I can learn from his experience. He learns from mine. And then you start to string it together. Quick story. I always talk about this. The one reason we really actually started working together is because he was the only other DJ that had a website.
Wow.
Now, hold on. It sounds crazy, right? But when I looked at everybody that was DJing, I had a website. PT had a website. I get a call, right? I get a call. And somebody's looking to book an opening DJ at the Orion. Now, the lady on the phone says, "See, I looked at your website. I know that either you could do it or you could send me
somebody
to the
else
person
to do it."
I made one call. The DJ didn't have a website, but I'm like, this lady's vetting us by our websites. PT was only other DJ that I knew that actually had a website up and running, doing what it needed to do. So when you talk about business, and I get it, we all get it at different times. We all start to get our education at different times. But you can't skip certain steps. I would never tell somebody that you're professional and you're not professional. But as you get the knowledge, you have to apply it. You know, whether you got to pay for the website or start to build your digital footprint, whatever it is. But he was doing things that nobody else was doing.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to say this. What you camera need to look at?
This one? All of them.
Everybody heard that directly out of CEO Cory Walker's mouth. I was the second phone call. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I was the second phone call.
The second.
I wasn't even the first. But I'm here now. You feel me?
But hold on. But you were the last.
Ooh.
My brother. Can I give you those flowers?
Okay. I'm with it on that.
That's how the young folks be doing it. You got me there, bro. You got me there.
Feel me?
You got me there.
Man, like,
I totally understand where you're coming from on that. You know what I'm saying? When I switched over to the side of being a mentor or a business coach and the business side of being the business, right? You really understand how so many people are missing the mark behind their creativity, not understanding that to get to the next moment, it requires a lot of discipline. It requires the heart and the desire to build, absolute sturdy foundations. With that being said, CO, what is one of the main things that you see in the entertainment business where we lack foundational grounding?
I mean, I'll speak from the world of the DJ. You know, now it's just a low gate to enter. Whereas like, you know, when I wanted to be a DJ in my teenage years, you know, the DJ was a god. Like if you had 2 turntables and a mixer, like they bowed down to
Yeah,
you.
I remember that too.
You were at the beginning of this whole hip hop thing, there was the DJ, then the MC.
Yes.
But now there's such a low price to entry that everybody jumps in, and what we're seeing now is there's a lot less skill.
Oh.
And it just has to be built over time. It's not that you can't do it, but it takes 10,000 hours.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
to
yes,
really
yes.
get good at something.
Yes.
But, you know, we're coming in, we're getting our name, we're buying our controller, we're in the club in like 2 weeks.
Well, do you think that is because of how we have evolved as people? We're right now people, right now, get it right now, do it right now, everything right now, right now.
That's part of it. But the beauty of any skilled trade is what they say, the cream will always rise to the top.
That's facts. The cream of the cream.
But what the journey that we know that we're going through, years and years and years, folks will look at us and say, "Oh, well, you know, I knew he was going to do that. He got lucky because he's on the radio." Right?
Took 20 years to get there, though. They don't hear that part.
Right.
Exactly.
See, they don't understand the grind behind the moment.
The carrying the cases
Yes.
and the work.
Yes.
But it is a hurry up culture, but there's still certain things that require time. They require discipline. And the DJ game is still one of those things, at least to be good or elite at it. So
I'm so freaking excited about these 4 phases of R&B.
Okay.
Because I'm an R&B lover. And I've been hearing this dude talk about it. And now I want to watch it. I want to be there. I want to feel the vibrations. I want to be like in the house, in the space. I want to see what the hell this show is like. How you going to put a DJ up there with a live band? And like, what's going to happen? Like,
I love the excitement. It's definitely going to be, it's 100% going to be a vibe. Backstory.
Okay.
Real quick. So it originally started off and it was just me.
Okay.
It was just me as a DJ, and I was going to do the entire show by myself. But the way that God works is some things didn't work out because it's not in your time, it's in God's timing.
That's facts.
And
that's
now
facts.
it went from me being on there by myself, now I have an entire band. And the show literally went from here, hey, you hear me?
I gotta use that. It went from
here
to
I'm so excited. It's gonna be live band. Shout out to my MD Brian, he's the drummer on there.
Okay.
Tommy's my bass player. We have Malone on lead guitar, Winston on lead guitar.
Oh my God.
We've got Jason on keys, and shout out to my guy Shaq as well. So,
Okay.
Live band, me and the 256 band. It's band members that are from Huntsville.
Okay.
But they literally tour around the world with some of the dopest artists that you already know.
Yeah.
Like that. But let me tell you, it's crazy because when you talk about your New Yorks, you talk about your LAs and your Atlantas and all other great stuff, you don't talk about your Huntsvilles.
Yeah, we do.
Nah, yeah, but
not on the masses. I get
feel me? And we need to be right there in the masses, and it's crazy that we got all this talent here.
Yeah.
Grammy Award-winning talent.
Man.
Here, right? And we beating your LAs and your New Yorks and your Atlantas and your Miamis and your Orlandos, and we right here in Huntsville. So you about to get that same type of experience when you turn around and you get to the 4 phases of R&B.
Okay, the 4 phases of R&B.
Right.
Corey, you excited?
I'm excited to the point where I think I'm more nervous than he is.
What?
Impossible. Impossible.
This is because we talk about this all the time. This is our next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of things that have prepared us, so a lot of it is familiar. However, this is the next step.
This is it.
That's the moment.
This is
It's
the
like
moment.
literally you're coming into fruition to that moment. One of those things. It's like the dream, the goal, the core, the feeling of arrival. You know, like yes, like yes, like yes. Oh my God, yes.
All that.
Everything she said. Everything
Right.
she said. Everything she said.
I'll say this: it's been amazing watching the band practice. So I haven't seen the whole show.
Okay.
I haven't heard the whole show. Just bits and pieces. But let me tell you something.
I'm ready.
What I've heard so far,
Don't.
my DJ ear is like, oh, they gonna kill him. They gonna kill him.
Okay. So here.
Wait, hold on. Can I tell you something?
Yeah, please.
Can I? Is it all right to talk about Blue?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So they practicing, they doing their thing. I pull up to the house and my neighbor says, "Y'all boys jamming there."
Facts.
Yeah, we getting ready for the show. They getting ready for the show. Man, when your neighbors is
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm trying to go.
They ain't worried about how loud it is.
Nah,
they in there tuning in. They want to
like,
know.
yeah,
they
yeah,
listening.
We got something special.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. So can you give me some like I want to know. I've had a few people on the ticket giveaway comment.
Talk to me.
Like, so is there singing?
Yeah.
Okay.
The audience is the singers.
Okay. Again.
Oh, but-
all right. There's not a singer or
Well,
vocalist.
You're not gonna,
Wait, well,
I
low
thought you
key.
was gonna-
Well, we're not talking about you. Here we go.
I mean, you singing all over the promos.
Well,
I'm saying, you letting them know in the promos.
I'm about to say, Greg, give me the mic. I'm telling you, because I got the.
I'm telling you. Look,
Oh,
if ain't nobody
not
gonna
the
sing,
move.
he gonna sing.
Not the move.
I'm telling you.
Not the move.
JQue, I'm telling you.
They gonna have to
Look,
keep up.
hey,
They gonna
I
have to
guarantee
keep
you
up.
this.
They
I
gonna have to
guarantee you
keep
this. Regardless of who sings or who doesn't sing,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna leave that thing. You're gonna be like, "Ooh, a time was had."
Wow.
Guaranteed. Let me tell you, if you come out there and you got some heels on and you leave them on the whole night, your ankles might be a little swollen from dancing. So you might want to bring them flats that night. Okay, I'm
Just trying to let you know.
just saying.
A little advice.
It's an experience. And if you haven't had an experience in a while, if you haven't had an R&B experience in a while, this is something you need to come to. Matter of fact, if you're sitting at home and you're like, man, I just don't know what's going to happen. I don't know exactly what I should do. Bring your ass, right? Or else your ass is going to be talking about it the next day and they're going to be on social media like,
Coulda,
but
woulda.
when he did this,
Coulda,
that was
woulda.
so stupid. And then it's going to be the question. They're going to be like, we ain't going to bring back to Huntsville.
When you gonna come back?
Mm,
When is it gonna be
I
again?
don't
When is the
know.
next show? The next show is now.
The next
November
show's going to be
22nd.
in Wiesbaden, Germany. All right? And then
Yeah,
once
that's
you got
right.
your passport ready.
You better get it ready.
You feel me? Oh,
You
that's
better
all.
get it ready.
I'm taking it home.
Okay. Listen, you still have an opportunity to win the tickets.
Yes.
Head over to Healthy Living and Wine on Instagram. Comment your friends. Tell us why you want to win. Tomorrow we will be announcing the winner of the tickets that we're giving away. I'm gonna be there. He's gonna be
I'll be there.
I think everybody out there, all my behind the scenes people,
They're going to be there.
they're gonna be there.
Hey. Quit walking back there.
Okay. We gonna it's gonna be in the building. Y'all, tonight offered a very, very good, clear reminder of how the journey that we carry, it carries layers, right? It carries lessons, seasons, moments, ups and downs on the journey of becoming who we are, right? It's a part of the making of that next moment, of those dreams and those goals. And they are not rooted in nothing. They're literally rooted in your foundation. How you navigate the journey, who you keep around you, what motivates you, what you do with your haters, what you do with the things that motivate you. All of those things are part of the story that get you to the moment, right? And when we think about that, the conversations that we have in life, all of those things are an important reminder that success, nothing happens overnight.
Right.
Even if you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you still got to learn how to use that silver spoon. You still got to learn how to keep it polished. There's still something with that silver spoon that continues to keep the silver spoon available. And that's really what I feel like this making of this moment is for you. I'm so excited for you. I'm so super proud. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Cory, for coming
Thanks for the
and
invite.
being a part of this Healthy Living and Wine moment, right? In the final reflection for tonight, I want you to understand that growth cannot be rushed. Growth should not rush you. Purpose is not about pressuring you. It's about making you move forward towards your goals. And the right moment always meets you when you are prepared, when you're honest, and when you're intentional. when you're prepared, when you're honest with yourself, and when you're intentional. When you keep God first, when you do the things that you have to do, therapy, in order to move past the thing. And when you're intentional and prepared, then making of the moment comes to fruition. And then we have what we call what? The moment.
The
moment, right?
moment.
Right?
And we're gonna sip the coats.
I know that's right. Okay. Listen, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you and thank you. If you are watching this on a replay, if you're catching it at Live 9, please like and share and comment. I really love hearing your feedback, and your support helps continue to make us grow. Let's go ahead and raise our glasses and let's turn it out of here. Tonight we talked about making the moment. Here's to honoring the chapter that you're in, to trusting the one that's going ahead of you, and to savoring every step in between. Clarity, grace, God, and the moment. Cheers to alignment, creativity, and courage to build in the moment with intention. Salud. Cheers, folks. I know, right? Until next time, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Have a beautiful day.